stunned the world as a preteen dancer on the TV show Let's Go. He's been an action star, a contractor, a maitre d', and occasionally a bookstore owner. Now, the mayor of Winnipeg's Cultural City Hall is your host on Kelly Hughes Live. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Kelly Hughes.
Good evening, everyone. I'm bookstore owner Kelly Hughes, mayor of Winnipeg's Cultural City Hall. How you doing? Yeah. Applause. Sometimes you need a few props. If you didn't know I was the mayor of Winnipeg's Cultural City Hall, I know what you're thinking. I didn't vote for you. You probably didn't vote for Sam Cates either. And he's still mayor. How did that happen? Okay, there we go. So we have our super exciting show tonight, as I'm sure you've guessed. I could hardly sleep last night. I was so excited, of course. Probably the same reason why you're all here. Al Conroy. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, good. Yeah, so anyway, I was thinking about Al all night, which, you know, I'm sure happens to some of you. And I couldn't sleep. Like, I was laying there for 3 hours. So I went on the computer, and sometimes I look to see the funny ways that people have come to our website on the internet, because there's always something new, because people are always looking. Other people who are thinking of Al Conroy who can't sleep, like me. So I looked, and I think maybe the best one was Vagina Technician in Toronto. If you enter that in, we come up number 4. So, which is awesome. I suppose it makes you wonder about, people's, like, what they're doing, really, is the question. I was a vagina technician in Saskatoon. I've just come to the big smoke. Willing to start off small. I don't need anything big. And then there was another one which was kind of awesome too. Was somebody Googled Kelly Hughes local Winnipeg jackass. I mean, there's nothing that has those words on a page, but it seemed to be some kind of a comment. I was wondering if somebody was sending me a message. So then today, haven't had much sleep. I got a call at lunchtime from we're doing this launch tomorrow for this woman who's written a book about leaving the Hutterite colony 45 years ago. I got a call from a lawyer who was trying to find a copy of the book because A, he was too stupid to figure out how to use the internet, and B, he kind of wanted to threaten me. Like, he said, if we find that the book, because he hadn't actually seen the book yet, and that was part of his problem. He was working for the colony. He said he liked that was a Hutterite accent. It's very similar to my Irish. So anyway, so he was trying to find the book because he needed to know if the book was potentially libelous, and if it was potentially libelous, which he seemed to think that it probably already was, he was going to take action against anyone complicit in disseminating the book. He talked like a lawyer, so it was a little hard to know what he was talking about. And he just, every single word he said just pissed me off more and more. Like, I don't know if anybody here remembers the Campbell Soup thing, when I went toe-to-toe with Campbell Soup, and then the parking authority thing, which was not really lawyers, it was the commissionaires threatening to call the police on me for the whole sticker thing. You can ask me about that later if you don't know. And so what did I say to that guy, Chandra? I said,
the thing is, I'm not afraid of guys like you, and I don't have the book. And we didn't even know who he was talking to.
I'm not afraid of guys like you, and I don't have the book. Oh, right, because you didn't hear the other. Yeah, no, I was just... Anyway, so of course, I phoned the Free Press, so there's going to be an article tomorrow. Because if you have no game, and if you are, calling and you're trying to threaten someone, you should threaten someone who's not me, because everybody knows. I mean, some people think I'm a media whore, but I just like to say that, I have access to, I know what to do with guys that are screwing around, because I feel like lawyers don't run the world, and they shouldn't. And he wanted me to do my work for him by scaring me into canceling the thing or something, instead of actually, if you think it's libelous, sue them. And actually, the way libel works is you sue the author and the publisher, and not the bookstore. So, come on in, dude. Find a seat. Mastodon. Okay. So anyway, what else happened to me today? The airport thing. Did anybody read about the airport art? You know how there's all the there's the airport art, and there's all that ugly 50s, 60s. What era is that? Anyone architect here? 60s like art, and there's two giant walls, and they're tearing it down. And so the University of Manitoba wants one wall of the stuff, but they don't want the other one, and there's no home for the other one. And it's like, if you've been in the airport, you know how much, that's a lot of stuff. And a friend of mine who's lived in away from Winnipeg for about 20 years emailed me, and he was like super pissed off. He's like, they can't do that, it's wrong. And he said, and this piece is obviously way better than the other piece. The other piece is ugly. And to me, they looked exactly the same, right? But anyway, he goes, "Is there room? You gotta do something about this. Is there room for it upstairs at Winnipeg Cultural City Hall?" So starting next week, you'll be sitting on a piece of orange metal. You're not gonna be. There's like a lot of stuff in that thing. What else happened to me today? I was driving down the street. There was a, like when you go down, like across the Sherbrooke Bridge, Maryland Bridge. There's like guys that have the signs that say they're homeless and hungry, and something else that started with an H. But some of the guys don't look like, I know that there are people that are homeless and hungry, but some of those guys look like maybe they're not homeless and hungry, and they don't even bother dressing up like it anymore. Like there was a guy, and I think his thing said homeless, hungry, and hipster, because he looked like probably like he was a member of the film group, I think, is what he looked like. So that was him. What else? I don't know, not too much. Oh, there was a lady who, I was telling her today about Kelly Hughes Live, telling her about this thing tonight. Actually, she was Steve. Everybody know Steve Bell? Yeah, Steve Bell. Steve Bell's mother. So I was telling her all about this thing that we do. We're doing this thing tonight, whatever. She had lunch today, and she goes, "Who's Kelly Hughes?" I'd introduced myself. Anyway, I should have told her that he was a local Winnipeg jackass, but I didn't think of it. Okay, let's keep going here. We have got a fabulous evening tonight. Of course, a bunch of great guys that we're going to get to. The first great guy, the guy I was thinking about all night, Mr. Al Conroy, a.k.a. Not Half. How you doing, Al? Let me turn my mic on.
Is this on?
God. Good thing
I'll whisper.
Good thing we did a sound check. Don't blame Ian. Thanks to Ian. Thanks for helping out, Ian. So, Al, you're good?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good?
Yep.
Your wife cut your hair for today? Oh, especially?
Yep.
A special haircut. And you've got all kinds of... Are those all your CDs that you've got?
No. It's only some of them.
Oh, only some of them. Would you say you're prolific or a hack?
Yes.
Somebody told me... Somebody said, and I think he might be in this room. Oh, look at him. Somebody said, Al Conroy, a.k.a. Not Half, he's better than... And then said, you're better than like some guy that you're better than. Who is it? He's in the room, but I won't look at him because he won't say it. It's like there's some like other like guy who does something. He's one guy, but he's got like a two-name thing, like Distant Thunder or something, or Is there? Who is it? Yeah, Venetian Snares. Yeah. Who thinks Al Conroy is better than Venetian Snares? Yeah. Who knows who the Venetian Snares are? Yeah. Oh no, it's a guy. Venetian Snares is one guy.
Yeah.
And you're not half, and you're one man.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a man.
Just one.
Yeah. So you got some exciting stuff planned? Are you selling your CDs, or are they just on display?
Yep. No, they're just there for show.
How much are they?
$5 Canadian.
No, really?
Yeah.
Do you take convertible Cuban pesos? That's where I got this shirt. And I got the shirt I wore after I got back from Cuba, and I kept wearing it because somebody told me I look yummy. It wasn't Fred
Yummy.
Penner. I know what you're thinking. It wasn't Fred Penner. So you're selling those for $5 each, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is unbelievable. It's all original stuff. It's not anything you've ripped off from anybody.
No need to rip off.
Because you're the original.
Too many ideas to steal anyone else's
Thunder.
thunder.
They're distant thunder.
Precisely.
Exciting. That's terrific. Okay, well, we're going to, why don't we hear something, and I'll sit down and get my shit together. What's that? You want to turn it on?
Should I turn this on?
Do you make strange noises? Are you like Oscar Peterson?
I'm like Glenn Gould. I grunt.
You can leave it on unless I don't know. Should he leave it on or Barb? Why? Oh, but what do you? If it was you, what would you do?
How would I just? How
You
would I
can
just
turn it
move
off.
it?
Okay.
I'll just move it.
Does he snore too? No. Okay.
Just the cat.
Okay. Turn it off. Your wife just turned it off again. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit of music. Big round of applause, Mr. Al Conroy.